Indy News number 132. Oni Press, Dark Horse, Disney, Star Wars, Catalyst Comics. Oh my God, Great Pacific, Oni Press, Wars in Toyland, and Helium. All that and more coming up. Ah! Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
They're not as popular, they're not as sophisticated, they're not as refined, but they're talking about indie comics anyway. I give you The Outcasts, Comic Book Man, and Bo.
I wish I could afford unwavering scruples. Indy Comic Book News, episode 132, Fleeting Thought Police.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Bo?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Bo?
What?
I don't know what time is it.
It's Indie News time.
Oh,
you know
it
what
is.
time it is. It's right in front of you.
Actually, no. It's 7:13. Indie News time. Indie News is
I'm supposed
coming
to
to
be
you
watching the
from
fight.
this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, especially all my Oni Press and Dark Horse indie comics, are 15% off every day for everyone. Guess what? This is an all Oni Press Dark Horse Comics edition of...
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I am shocked.
I think I just came up with that all by myself.
I'm amazed.
We're going to start off with Dark Horse
Thunderstruck.
Comics. You know, some of you may have heard that since Disney is owned by Marvel and Dark Horse has at least
Other
one
way around.
Disney's
Marvel's owned by Disney.
Disney's owned by Marvel.
Marvel's
What?
owned by Disney?
Oh, I really fucked that up. Oh well, we're going to have to do the whole show over again now.
Well, all right.
We're going to have to do the whole show over again. And hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for Bo.
Indie News.
Indie News time, and it's Indie News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, especially all my Oni and Dark Horse comics, are 15% off every day for everyone. As you may have heard, Marvel was bought by Disney Comics,
What?
and they are now owned lock, stock, and barrel by Disney.
When did this happen?
So, Disney has also purchased Star Wars.
What?
Okay, and they own Star Wars, lock, stock, and barrel.
What? They buy Warner Brothers.
Problem is, Dark Horse is doing Star Wars comics.
Ha ha! Not anymore.
Well, that would be the fly in the ointment. What's up with that, Bo?
Well, Brian Wood's new Star Wars comic shipped this week. It's sold out almost everywhere in the entire country. It is probably the last.
Except here.
Well, so come here if you haven't got one. We got because they're here. So that will probably be the last regular ongoing Star Wars series that Dark Horse is doing, because once the current contract ends, I believe near the end of 2013 or sometime before that point, all new Star Wars products are coming from Marvel. This book may not
This
be
is a mini-series now.
Well, no, not exactly. And when I post this out, Brian Wood's writing this. Brian Wood works at Marvel. This will transition directly over to Marvel. They don't even have to change anything. The contracts will be the same. You'll probably make more money because the contract goes through Lucasfilm, and Lucasfilm said Brian Wood could work on the book, and so Brian Wood's probably doing a new Star Wars book for Marvel.
Well, their little Dark Horse logo won't be on there.
Well, the Dark Horse logo will disappear.
Well, that will be damn interesting if issue 12 is by Dark Horse and issue 13 is by Marvel, and they come out back to back. That will be damn interesting.
In fact, Axel Alonso was talking about this on Comic Book Resources. He said, "Oh, people at Marvel are all walking around and just humming the Star Wars theme all day." So Marvel's already laying out what they're doing with that thing.
Jeez. Okay. Meanwhile, over at Dark Horse, to fill the void, to patch the hole, to take care of the huge sucking space that Star Wars leaving is going to make, they've come up with a new imprint.
Well, Catalyst Comics. You remember Catalyst Comics? Remember
It's
Barbed Wire,
it's an imprint.
Ghost.
It is an imprint that is so old that, as far as all of you are concerned, it's brand new.
Well, it was a part. What do they call that? What do they call their line?
World's Greatest Heroes.
It was part of the World's Greatest Heroes line. The Dark Horse does the superheroes.
They don't have the rights to World's Greatest Comics because DC and Marvel have that co-copyrighted. But World's Greatest Heroes, they can
be used. Now, the original '90s series starred characters named Amazing Grace and Titan. It was basically their take on an international team of superheroes like Justice League International. Joe Casey is going to be the mastermind behind an anthology book called Catalyst Comics, which will involve all the characters that are still out there floating around from that little genre that Dark Horse hasn't gotten around to redoing yet and introducing in Dark Horse Presents.
Yeah, X, Barbed Wire.
All those people will be popping up in Catalyst Comics, which will have art by people who you would not expect to be doing mainstream books. But that's the next part of America's Best or America's Greatest Heroes line revival because Dark Horse has a little space to fill up in about 8 months.
Yeah, they do. Meanwhile, over at Oni Press, there's going to be a war in Toyland, of all places. What's going on in Toyland?
Great Pacific's Joe Harris. If you picked up, how's Great Pacific doing, by the way, the image book?
It's okay. No, it's not burning down any houses.
Okay, and remember Adam Polina was a big deal at one point. He was working on the Xbox back then. He did Big Daddy Danger, stuff like that. He, Joe Harris and Adam Polina are doing a hardcover graphic novel for Ani called Wars in Toyland, which tells of a world of toys that's in the middle of a deep civil war. And the humans, 2 human brothers who are mysteriously taken to this world and have to make sure they don't kill each other.
Bless you.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Bless you, son.
I had Subway.
My goodness, you must really be looking forward to this book.
Oh, I'm not buying that book at all. Hardcover graphic novel tends to turn
must
me
really
off.
be looking
You should have
forward
signed up for Bo's School of Etiquette.
Yeah,
man.
Bo's School of Etiquette.
I'm so sorry, people.
Where's Sarah at when we need her?
Yeah, Sarah makes those sounds all the time.
That's an inside joke.
You know what that is? That is a Subway chicken and ranch bacon sandwich.
Oh, I'm sure that they are even more thrilled now.
And
And if you haven't shut this show off yet, the last story may do that. Cullen Bunn is doing an Oni Press comic called
Helheim!
Helheim.
It's a 5-issue limited series about black magic during the age of the Vikings. So
the
black
Vikings.
magic and Vikings. Ooh.
Okay.
The story will tell between a young warrior caught in the middle of a war between 2 evil, sadistic, and yet quite attractive witches.
Well, they got to be attractive.
No, witches, yeah, ugly witches don't sell.
What's the point? What's the point otherwise? Yeah, if they're ugly witches, who's going to buy it?
Nobody wants to buy it.
And really, when you slap that on the cover, nobody will buy it.
Yeah, it scares people away.
Go talk to Xenoscope. You don't.
It's like, ooh, they got ugly witches. I'm not buying that.
And that's it. We're done. Finish right here. Got no more indie news. Go to
Mike,
the store's
get on the
website.
belch.
Go to the store's website. Check out all the indie news that this man sends me when he's not belching that I post up. And Bo,
Something you want to use?
without belching, tell everybody where.
I just love that ranch dressing. Sarah, tell them where the website is.
If life were a sandwich, www.myultimatereality.com will be the limp, soggy pickle.
Go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Bo. I need another
saying, I would never, ever belch on camera.
Why? So,
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.